Good morning and welcome to your orientation on your new Surface Pro 3. On the desk in front of you, you should find four things. These are the tablet itself, the Surface Pro 3, the charger, the keyboard, and the stylus pen. The first thing we're going to look at is how to use the tablet stand. You'll notice there's a little slot at the side to help you open this tablet more easily. Then you can set it down on the table. The good thing about the Surface Pro is that the stand can move to just about any angle once it's open, including almost laying flat. Now we're going to play some thinking music so that you can have a try at this yourself. Try all the different angles. Next, we're going to look at the detachable keyboard. The tablet does have an on-screen keyboard like most tablets, but this can be really slow for typing and quite frustrating. The detachable keyboard is magnetic, clicks onto the bottom of your device. Lift up your device and the keyboard should just click in. Once it's clicked in, wait a moment and then you should be able to type normally. Attaches in much the same way. Because it's magnetic, it just detaches and then clicks back into place anytime you need. It also serves as a protective cover for your device. Now you have a try. The next thing we're going to have a look at is the charger. Obviously the charger has two ends, one to go into a PowerPoint and one to go into the device. This is the end that goes into your device. Like the keyboard, the charger is magnetic, and there is a slot on the side of your device that you can see here now. That's where your charger plugs in. When the charger is plugged into the PowerPoint and connected to your device properly, it slots in magnetically and you'll notice that a little light will come on. This means your device is charging. Lights off, not charging. Lights on, device is charging. The device has a range of other connections like a headphones port and the volume controls. On top of your Surface Pro, you'll find there's another button. This button can do a number of different things, but its most basic function is to turn the screen on and off, as demonstrated here. As well as turning the screen on and off, holding the button down will power off your device. On the right-hand side of your device, you'll find there are a number of different ports. At the top you'll find a display port that's designed to connect to a projector. Underneath that you'll find a USB port. Underneath that one you'll find there's the power charging port that I showed you earlier. And tucked away behind the stand you'll find there's a place to put in a micro SD card. Next up, we're going to look at the USB port in more detail, as it's probably one of the most useful parts of your device. The USB port can be used for a range of things. One of the most common ones will probably be a USB flash drive like this one. You've got one on your book list. It can be used for storing all kinds of things, from music to videos to documents to your homework. Plugs in straight into the USB port. As well as that, you could use one of these larger portable hard drives. This one I think stores about 750 gig, but you can get them much larger if you want. Again, plugs it straight into the USB port and should work fine. You might find that the touchpad on the keyboard or touching your finger to the screen is really cumbersome, so you can also connect a USB mouse. This can make it much easier if you're trying to do something fiddly or delicate on the screen. And the touchpad on the detachable keyboard is not fantastic. Essentially, anything you can plug into a USB port on a normal computer, you can plug into the USB port on your Surface Pro 3. Your Surface also has a micro SD card slot hidden here underneath the stand. A micro SD card is often used inside cameras and phones and other small devices. They can go up to 128 gigabytes. To install the card, you push it into the slot until it clicks into place. To remove it, you simply slide it out gently, and there you have it. Stylus is another really useful element of your Surface Pro package. You'll notice it has two buttons on the side, and we'll talk a bit more about those a little bit later. The Stylus is actually quite a specialised device designed particularly for your Surface Pro. That's why they cost $60, and it's really important that you don't lose them. You'll notice when you hold the stylus over the screen without even touching it, a little white dot will appear on the screen to show you where it's pointing. This is because it's an electric stylus. At the most basic level, it operates in much the same way as pointing with the mouse or touching the screen with your finger, although it's much more delicate and much more specialised. So you can click on a program and open up a website with it, for example. As well as that, the Surface Stylus can help you to do a lot of other things. For example, when I click on the button furthest away from the pointy end of the stylus, it can help me to select text. As you can see, a circle comes up when I have this button pressed. When I hold it down the screen and drag, it selects that text for me. Once I've selected the text with the stylus, I can then copy and paste it into something else, like, for example, a Word document. The stylus is also really handy for freehand drawing in apps like Paint, as you can see in this little demonstration. You can change the colour, the texture, the type of pen, etc., etc. in the Paint menu and create your own little drawings. Why don't you have a go?